And on the other side, you have the Clippers, and they're stars. I mean, they've been in and out and in and out and in and out of games all season long. So take a listen. Here's Paul George after the Clippers dropped their last 8th game in the last 10. He said, I mean, we've been behind the 8 ball just in terms of injuries and lineups, guys in and out. Urgency starts now. Okay, but it doesn't start exactly right now because Paul George is listed as out tonight against the Jazz. He did miss 5 games with a hamstring injury. You don't want to mess with that, right? You don't want to mess with that. Kawhi,
crazy,
he
man.
hasn't played in a back-to-back all year long. So let's just back up a second, take a breath. Define urgency for us, Jalen.
So urgency should have started when Kawhi and PG signed to come to Los Angeles. And if we start looking for places to point, it ain't ownership because he'll write a blank check to put whatever on the floor and to get them an arena. It ain't their coach because Ty Lue is one of the best coaches in the entire league. You know what it is?
Preach.
As a team that's the JV squad in their market, they're the West Coast version of the Nets. We're still waiting on them to meet their expectations, but good luck with waiting because I still don't believe that this is going to be the year that the Clippers actually make the finals. That's what I got to say about this squad.
Perk?
I'm right there with him. And I had high hopes for the Clippers coming into this season, but now I'm to the point where it's like, man, I mean, damn. And I go back to the disrespect of the generations before us. Like, all this sitting out of games and all this load management, this is what's hurting the Clippers. The basketball guards is not going to reward no team for cheating the game. Like, you have to play the game. Like, it's unfair to the generation that's coming behind us for these guys to be making this type of money and this type of load management. And it's not on Ty Lue. This is on Paul George, and this is on Kawhi Leonard for setting this type of culture. They wanted Doc Rivers out of there. They got him out. They got Ty Lue in the seat. That's who they wanted. They got paydays. They wanted Reggie Jackson. They got him. They got him paid. They got everything and more. And this organization has granted them their every wish, and they still haven't delivered. They barely showing up to work. And this is why you shouldn't have faith in the Clippers. And I'm with J. Rose on this. It's not going to happen this year.
This is a perfect segue for me to get Stan Van Gundy into the show because I saw one of the funniest Twitter, conversations that happened. He tweeted 90s NBA teams had just a trainer, a strength coach. They practiced more often and harder and played more back-to-backs. Teams now have huge medical performance staff and value rest over practice, yet injuries and games missed are way up. Something's not working. My Wendy, what's going on here? And then Kevin Durant responded, Stan spitting. And then Stan went back to say, hey, and defend himself, and Katie was like, I agree with you, Stan. And everyone was like, he didn't understand what spitting meant. But I think that's emblematic of where we are. Obviously, injuries happen in the game, and those things are circumstances like Katie's injury that you can't avoid. But when it comes to building up the acumen to be ready for the playoffs, it just feels like the Clippers are far away. They're 2-8 in their last 10. They have the 4th worst offense right now in the NBA, and most importantly, it's the number 17. They've had 17 different starting lineups. That's never a recipe for continuity for you to be able to stick together and make a push. So I know last week we were feeling, let's go Clippers, but I'm like, there's always something that humbles us.
But guess what, sis? What? You spitting.
Hey, I'm spitting. Dan, I'm spitting.
It was a kind of strange game, for me, but I just thought, they were just able to, beat us on some cuts, physicality around the rim, just marketing, he's pretty big, and Kess was, pretty big around the basket. And so I just thought they, 19 threes, hurt us, I thought defensively, and then 50 points in the paint. And then offensively, I thought the second half we did a better job taking care of the basketball. But, you dig yourself a deficit that big, it's hard to try to keep fighting back. And so, I thought we gave it all. I thought we scrapped, we competed. And, it's a good team over there, a veteran team. And, they was able to win tonight.
What was the biggest problem on the perimeter? Were they just getting the looks they wanted? Or?
Yeah, I think point of attack defense, I think one-on-one defense, and then pick and roll. I thought they was able to get where they wanted to in the pick and roll tonight and get into the paint and cause havoc. And then our movement off the ball, hurt us a little bit too. We wasn't clean with our switches defensively, and, that hurt us.
It's obviously tough being shorthanded with all the guys that had to sit out tonight. How do you feel like the guys kind of adapted the absence of Kawhi and all.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job. We got some good looks. I thought that we did knock down, and that's part of the game. Like I said, but I thought we competed. I thought we gave everything we had on both sides of the basketball. We moved the ball well, got to our second sides a little bit, and Norm was good for us offensively as well. So some good things to take out of this game. It's a game you don't want to lose, never, but we did do some good things, and some of our young guys stepped up and got some minutes. I thought Musa was good. I thought Brandon did a decent job. And so just something to keep building off of.
Talk a little more about Norm's performance. He had 30 points for you. Really had some good shots from perimeter. Really kind of kept you guys going when you needed a little bit of left.
Yeah, having 30 points on 15 shots and 7 for 9 from 3. Getting to the free throw line 8 times, that was huge for us to kind of stop their runs and stop the bleeding. And we had our chances. We got some good shots that we didn't make, and we wasn't really good in the paint. I thought their size and their length really bothered us with Kessler, and like I said, with Marketing. I think we was 3 for 14 in the paint in the first half, and so we just didn't finish around the basket. We got some good looks that we didn't take care of offensively, but I thought we did a better job, like I said, in that second half of taking care of the basketball, not turning it over. So that's a step in the right direction. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jag from Jaggy Sports. What is the urgency for the LA Clippers? The urgency is obviously to win a chip, and they have fallen off. I think they're in the play-in tournament, 8th seed right now. Can they make the playoffs? I know they're in the play-in tournament, but I'm just saying, can they make the playoffs? I think they can, because of the fact that history has shown us that the LA Clippers always make a trade before the trade deadline. And quite frankly, that trade is Mike Conley Jr. They've been eyeing him for quite a while. They've been eyeing Miles Turner. They needed a center. They've been eyeing that Jakob Poeltl from the Spurs, and they just need the right person for the job, kind of thing, because they just need a little mixture. Right now in Clipperland, it's devastation because they've lost so much, and this is the first I've heard of it. A lot of pressure on the LA Clippers, even though they don't really show it. I don't think that they'll miss the playoffs. I know Jerry West always pulls off a big deal or a small trade, whatever, blah, blah, to adjust the team right before the trade deadline. So look for LA Clippers to make that trade, and I think they'll just be fine. Leave a comment in the comment section. Will the LA Clippers make the playoffs? This is Jag from Jaggy Sports.